look good.
Oh no! So everybody knows Batman.
Yes.
Batman is a cultural icon.
Yes.
Has been in cartoons, comics, movies, done a shit for like, what is it, 78 years?
Well, most people, when they think of Batman, they think the Adam West Show is the first film or TV Batman.
Yes.
And they're not aware of this, which was the 1943 movie serial.
Yes,
of Batman.
serial, which means there was no TV back then, so you'd have to go watch an episode in the theater, leave, come back next week and watch another episode. This was a 15-episode serial.
Yeah.
We watched 5 episodes.
Boy, did we.
Yeah, the plan was to watch 1 or 2, but it was so amazing that we just had to keep watching.
Oh, please.
He elbowed her? Yeah, he fucking did a wrestling move.
That was great.
So it was made in 1943, and that makes it Batman's film debut.
Yes.
This was the first time Batman was in anything outside of the comics.
Yes.
Like, it's...
This is historic.
This is a historic... This is like... That's really funny, considering what this is.
Obviously, the Batman is trying to set a trap for us. We will catch him in his own net. Since he expects us at 10, we will surprise him at 9.
They're gonna show him by showing up early.
It looks very silly. It's extremely pulpy. I mean, a lot of it, I'm gonna say, probably wasn't bad for the time, but there's really cheesy looking shots. Oh, can we talk about the car? The car is the silliest part.
Oh yeah, well...
There's no Batmobile.
Well, the Batmobile is in this, but it's just a regular car. I don't think we even saw Batman drive the thing. Alfred and Robin.
Alfred drives him around, and Robin drives him around sometimes too.
Yes. Yeah, it's very funny. That visual, the visual of Batman getting out of a normal car is the funniest thing.
Especially because he's not, especially when he's not driving, because it literally looks like Alfred's just dropping him off.
Yes.
Like at the pool or something.
Yeah, like he gave him a ring, like, could you give me a ride to the bank? We have to talk about how this version of Batman is a real passive-aggressive asshole.
He's just a dude, he's a lazy Batman.
He's a lazy Batman, yes.
I've told you everything I know. Don't leave me here alone. Don't be afraid of my little friends. They don't bite. That is, unless I tell them to.
I'm gonna make you be eaten by bats. I like it.
This Batman is very passive-aggressive. He's smart. He does have the characteristic smart Batman thing going on.
He is a detective. He interrogates people to learn information that he uses to solve the crime. He comes up with plans. He does science. There's the whole scene where they're doing the invisible ink. But he doesn't seem to really care much. Like, he has this real, like, whatever attitude to the whole thing. There's no real emotional stakes.
Yeah, and like I said, he's a dick. There's a part where Alfred is just sitting, reading, and Bruce and Dick come from behind him, and they have gotten their hands on the radiation gun, so they have it with them.
Yes.
But Alfred doesn't know that, and Alfred doesn't know that they're in the room.
Vase on the table. When suddenly, electrically and without...
What? No! What did you do?
They're just fucking with him.
Fired a radiation gun in the house.
Alfred, you have cancer now. Speaking of Alfred, I will say, and I'm half joking with this and half not, this might be my favorite Alfred ever.
Please hurry. Yes, I'm being murdered here.
I'm being murdered here. This version of Alfred gets involved in the situation more so than Alfred tends to. He fights at some point.
Yes.
Like, he gets punched in the fucking face. Fucking Alfred just took a punch to the face!
For no reason!
Oh, fuck, Alfred, no!
He took 2 punches to the face.
Yeah,
Really
he shot at people. He
Yes.
grabs a gun and shoots at people.
Oh, shit!
Oh, shit! Yeah, Alfred! Fuck yeah! Yeah, don't fuck with Alfred Pennyworth, motherfuckers! He will fucking kill you. You know, he's effective, unlike Robin. I mean, I guess he has a couple good moments, but the moment specifically I'm talking about is when there's this lady...
Oh, Robin fucks up.
Yeah, there's this lady that Batman likes in this, and they're afraid that she's gonna get kidnapped.
Right.
So they're watching over her. So they're at the same restaurant that she's at. So this lady gets up and goes to a phone booth.
Yes.
And Bruce has Robin follow her, don't let her out of your sight. And Robin gets up and goes check on her. And so he sees she gets inside of the phone booth and literally looks at her for 2 seconds and goes, she's fine. And immediately as he leaves, this deadly gas shoots out of the phone and guys come in and grab her.
A door opens in the back of the phone booth.
Yes, and Robin goes back to the table and Bruce is like, why are you not watching her? And he's like, oh shit, I guess I should be doing that. And he gets up and goes and he's like, oh, she's not there anymore. Oops. You know, all Batman stories have great villains, and this story is no exception. Yeah, the villain in this is Dr. Daka?
I am Dr. Daka, humble servant of His Majesty Hirohito, heavenly ruler and prince of the rising sun.
Okay, we're doing this now.
Yep, this is happening.
Group of men, all of them.
That man isn't even remotely Asian. It has to be pointed out, this was 1943.
Oh yeah.
The height of anti-Japanese sentiment here in the US.
Yes.
And it shows a little bit.
A little bit.
This was part of a foreign land transplanted bodily to America and known as Little Tokyo. Since a wise government rounded up the shifty-eyed Japs, it has become virtually a ghost street.
The villain operates out of an amusement park hall of Japanese horrors, which is like It's a Small World, but it's all about Japanese soldiers committing atrocious war crimes. So he has an evil, stereotypical Japanese lair with a giant Buddha statue in it, inside the Japanese Hall of Horrors, which itself is inside the stolen property of interned Japanese American citizens. And he's played by a white guy with his eyes taped
He's played by a guy who sounds like Italian,
Yes.
and he's doing the most stereotypical Japanese voice you've ever heard of.
The League of the New Order, Hirohito. Heavenly ruler and prince of the rising sun marches on and nothing will ever stop it.
Oh my god, this fucking guy. Roman, would you recommend Batman 1943?
Yes, with a big Song of the South style historical disclaimer in front of it. I think it's fascinating, and you should at least watch 1 or 2 episodes. You might end up just watching more just to see if Batman survives falling off the cliff.
Yes.
Like we did.
I would concur. I would recommend this because it is historically significant,
Yes.
it is interesting, and it's really funny to see this shitty looking Batman get the shit beaten out of him. And I gotta wonder, like, people rarely talk about this, and I have to assume it's because of the racist content.
Well,
Because it is technically very impressive. Like, it's as it's maybe even more impressive than the 60s Batman show, but there's all this really racist shit in it that's like it was a dark time in American history.
it was. I think its obscurity is probably more just due to lesser popularity. The fame had not grown and grown and grown.
That too, but the racism cannot be helped.
It doesn't help at all. No, in
If
fact,
there's any takeaway from this episode is that racism doesn't help.
no. Also,
So we both recommend it.
yes, we do.
We recommend it.
Are we?